Imagine treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would give a cherished friend. That's the essence of self-compassion. Today we delve deep into the heart of self-compassion, exploring its nuances and power. We'll journey through understanding its essence, the transformative power of self-care, strategies to overcome self-criticism, and practical ways to cultivate self-compassion in our daily lives. We'll also examine its profound impact on our well-being. Self-compassion isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a must-have for a fulfilling and vibrant life. So, what does self-compassion look like in practice? Imagine you're walking through a day with a friend who's having a tough time. You'd likely lend a listening ear, offer comforting words, and show understanding. Now, what if that friend was you? Self-compassion is extending that same kindness and understanding to oneself. It's acknowledging our struggles without judgment and treating ourselves with the same care we'd offer a loved one. Often, we mistake self-criticism for self-improvement. It's like trying to navigate the ocean in a leaky boat. You're working so hard to stay afloat that you don't realize it's your own drill making the holes. Self-compassion, on the other hand, is like patching those holes and gently steering the boat to calmer waters. It's accepting our imperfections, not as flaws, but as part of the shared human experience. Remember, self-compassion means treating yourself with the same care you'd give to a loved one. Self-compassion goes hand in hand with self-care. It's like a dance where each step is a vital part of the whole performance. But what exactly is self-care? At its core, self-care is about nourishing your mind, body, and spirit. It's about recognizing your needs and taking the time to meet them. Just like a car, our bodies need regular maintenance to function optimally. This includes eating a balanced diet, getting regular exercise, and ensuring adequate sleep. But self-care isn't just about physical health, it's about mental and emotional well-being too. Think about the last time you felt stressed or overwhelmed. Did you take a moment to step back and breathe, or did you push through, ignoring your body's signals for rest? This is where the power of self-care comes in. It's about listening to your body and mind, and responding with kindness and understanding. Self-care can also mean setting personal boundaries and saying no when needed. It's about respecting your time, energy, and emotional capacity. It's about taking a break from technology, spending time in nature, or simply doing something you love. Remember, self-care isn't selfish or indulgent. It's about creating a healthy relationship with yourself. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and care you would offer a loved one. Because at the end of the day, you are your longest relationship. Taking care of yourself isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Just as a gardener tends to their plants, so too must we tend to ourselves with the same level of care, nourishment, and patience. But self-compassion often feels easier said than done, doesn't it? It's like a mountain that seems insurmountable, a challenge that feels impossible to conquer. But remember, every mountain is climbed step by step. First, let's identify the roadblocks. One of the most common barriers to self-compassion is our inner critic. That nagging voice in our head that constantly berates us, telling us we're not good enough, smart enough, or attractive enough. It's a voice shaped by societal pressures, by the relentless pursuit of perfection, and by our own fears and insecurities. But here's the thing, that voice, it's not you, it's just a collection of thoughts, and thoughts, my friends, can be changed. It's time we challenge this inner critic. When it starts chattering, pause and listen. What is it saying? More importantly, would you say these things to a friend? If not, then why say them to yourself? Now that we've recognized our inner critic, let's talk about strategies to overcome self-criticism. Start with mindfulness. Become aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Practice self-acceptance. Embrace your strengths and weaknesses, your successes and failures. Remember, you're a human, not a machine. It's okay to make mistakes, to fail, and to be imperfect. Reframe negative thoughts. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I can try." Overcoming self-criticism isn't about ignoring your flaws, but about accepting yourself, warts and all. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd extend to a loved one. Because you, my friend, are worth it. So how can you cultivate more self-compassion in your life? Let's delve into some practical steps and exercises that you can incorporate into your daily routine. First, it's essential to start with mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present and fully engaged with whatever we're doing at the moment, free from judgment or distraction. By practicing mindfulness, we can cultivate a more accepting and compassionate relationship with ourselves. Next, consider practicing loving-kindness meditation. It's a simple yet powerful exercise that involves repeating phrases like, "May I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I live with ease." This helps to instill a sense of compassion towards oneself and others. Another effective approach is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can be a therapeutic process. It allows you to express and process your emotions, fostering a deeper understanding and acceptance of yourself. Now let's hear from some real-life examples. Consider the story of John, a high-achieving lawyer who was always hard on himself. By practicing self-compassion exercises, he learned to treat himself with the same kindness and understanding that he extended to his loved ones. This shift in mindset didn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice he noticed significant improvements in his mental well-being and overall life satisfaction. Or take the example of Maria, a single mother juggling multiple roles and responsibilities. She used to feel overwhelmed and guilty for not being able to do it all. But when she started practicing self-compassion, she learned to acknowledge her struggles without judgment and to treat herself with kindness during tough times. This change in approach made her more resilient and able to navigate life's challenges with greater ease. These stories underline the transformative effects of self-compassion. It's not about being self-indulgent or ignoring our mistakes, rather it's about acknowledging our imperfections, treating ourselves with kindness, and understanding that everyone experiences hardships. Cultivating self-compassion is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small, consistent efforts every day towards treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would extend to a dear friend. Remember, it's okay to be a work in progress. After all, we're all human, and being human means being beautifully imperfect. The effects of self-compassion are profound. It's not just a feel-good mantra, but a scientifically backed fact. Researchers have found that individuals who cultivate self-compassion tend to have better mental health. They experience less anxiety, depression, and stress. Why? Because they've mastered the art of treating themselves with the same kindness and understanding they'd extend to a dear friend. But it's not just about mental health. Self-compassion can enhance our relationships as well. When we're kind to ourselves, we're more likely to express empathy and understanding towards others. It creates a positive feedback loop, strengthening our connections and making us more resilient in the face of adversity. Don't just take our word for it. Numerous experts in the field of psychology endorse the practice of self-compassion. They all agree on one thing: being kind to oneself is not a luxury, but a necessity. The scientific evidence is clear. Self-compassion is good for you. Let's revisit Rule 2 and why it matters. We've journeyed through understanding self-compassion, harnessing the power of self-care, overcoming self-criticism, and cultivating a compassionate relationship with oneself. This is pivotal for personal growth and resilience. Every day provides opportunities to practice self-compassion and self-care. It's about being kind to yourself, acknowledging your struggles, and treating yourself with the same care as a loved one. Remember, the most important relationship you have is the one with yourself. Treat it with care.